Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Monday morning, time for my weekly What Sold video. But today I also want to start out with a story. So yes, stay tuned. I know I started this with kind of a clickbaity title, but as you know, I like to give you the actual meat of this title in the first 5 minutes of my videos. So stay tuned to see what sold this weekend, as well as this epic, awful story. All right, enjoy. Okay, guys, so yes, I don't like to be doom and gloom. That's not how my channel is. I know I share real life, and real life has its ups and it has its downs. So I know you guys like when I keep it real. And story time, yes. So if story time is not your jam, feel free to fast forward a couple minutes to get to my what sold. But if you want to hear how my weekend was ruined, you're not going to want to miss this. Okay, so let me set the stage. It is Friday morning. I am at the bins. Bins are my Amazon liquidation center. So every week on Fridays, that's where I'm at when they open. It's $15 day. It's the freshest inventory. It's where I go. So over this course of we had this talk of how long this one has been open, but even before this one, I always make friends when I'm at these bins. I'm always making friends when I'm in line at the thrift store. That's just who I am. So I'm friends with multiple people at the front of the line of the bins, and there's one particular friend that I'm closest with, and her and I chat throughout shopping. We'll go around, we'll find stuff, we'll come back, find each other. Oh, look what I just found. It makes it really fun to do this. So not only is the business side great, but the friendship side is even better. So, okay, it is $15 day. I've got a cart full of goodies, and in the corner of my eye, I catch them pulling out a new cart of inventory. Okay, so everybody's ears perk up when these carts come out, and we start following them like a herd of cattle when they're dropping stuff in the bins. So I see this cart coming, and he actually parks it in front of one of the bins, and he's pulling stuff out. So there's not a lot of people around. It's just me, a couple other people, just kind of seeing what he's throwing out. So their number one rule is you're not supposed to reach into the carts. You're not supposed to reach into the bins, the boxes, the carts, whatever it is that they're bringing out. You need to wait for it to be on the table. Okay, so I'm waiting. They're throwing stuff out. I'm kind of seeing some stuff. I'm pointing to it. We're talking. So a few things he throws out, I put into my cart. There was a Logitech webcam. Turned out to be a swap. But there was... What else did I grab from that drop? There was a Canon camera worth about $100. That was in the drop. There was a bunch of webcams, nothing that I wanted. But I did see a lens, a camera lens. It was by no, it wasn't. That's what sold this weekend. Shucks, I should have had this ready. It was a high-end camera brand, camera lens brand. It was, is it Senna? No, because that's camera lens It wasn't a Sony. Oh, shucks. Now I'm forgetting the brand. But, okay, so it's a high-end lens. And I see it. I grab it. And at first I say the brand. I'm like, oh, wow, it's such and such. And I knew it was going to be good. So I take it and I tuck it into my wagon. So I don't use the carts at the bins on Friday morning because it's chaos. Everyone's running to the bins or to the grocery carts, the shopping carts. They're fighting to pull the carts out. I don't want that chaos. I want to go in and go straight down my aisles. So the pros at the front of the line, we bring our own wagons. And so I run in and I go straight ahead because everybody that's going for the carts goes off to that side. So I take this lens and I tuck it into my wagon. I didn't put it on top like I did some other inventory. I physically, mentally made sure that I tucked it because I didn't want somebody to go around just scooping stuff off the top of my wagon. Way too easy. So I tuck it. I legit tuck it. So then I have it in my cart. We finish off this load and I go off to find my friend. And there was a couple good things. I'm like, okay, we got to show each other what we got. That's the fun of this business is we encourage each other. We support each other. We're excited when someone else has a win. So I wanted to show her what I just found in this lens because I knew it was going to be good. And the quick search I did on my phone, we're talking $500 to $700 for this lens. Yes. So I go over to show my friend and I'm digging in my cart. I'm moving stuff. I'm rotating stuff. I'm not seeing it, but it's kind of small. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's under. I go and get a shopping cart, empty out my wagon into the cart, and that's when I realized it's not there. It's definitely not there. Someone took it from my cart. So again, being friendly, I'm friends with the owners, the managers, a lot of the staff at these bins, and small town, we get friendly with everyone. So I go over to one of the managers, and I'm telling him what happened. He pulls up his phone because they have cameras, of course, any smart business does, and we start watching the camera feed. So he sees me over there in front of the bin that he was unloading, and we're watching. We're like, okay, it's that guy in red. I know it's that guy in red. So he was watching me as I was putting stuff in my cart. I'm like, this is creepy. Like, getting a third view of yourself, a third person view, it's weird anyway, but then to see somebody watching you when I was oblivious. Yes, shame on me. I was oblivious. I was just focused on what I was focused on. I wasn't watching my surroundings. And yeah, that's on me. That's 100% on me. So you see him watching me. He's standing on one side. He comes around to the other. He's kind of keeping an eye on me. He's looking in my wagon. He comes around to the other side. I'm like, I know he does it. So we're watching. He reaches into my wagon and grabs that freaking lens. He stole it from my wagon. I know. I was so angry. I was shaking. And it wasn't even, there's different levels of the anger. I'm frustrated that I just lost that $500 lens. Yes. I mean, selfishly, that was the first instinct was, wow. But then it's the violation. It's the fact that he went into my wagon to take it. So, man, does that mess with your mind? This was probably an hour and a half into being open. So I'm on my A game. I'm still finding stuff. And then it killed my mood. It did. I was so frustrated, so angry, so upset. The manager is like, well, there's nothing we can do. It happens. I think that's a really crappy response, to be honest, because they didn't steal from him. So I told him, I'm like, if he's that brave to steal from your customers, you know darn well he is stealing from you. He did that way too casually. And it's sad. So the manager knows who it was. He said he's been in there before. He's not a regular by any means, but he's been in there before. So he knows who it is, and he will keep an eye on him. I kind of have a mental picture of him, but with these security cameras, you can't see a whole lot of detail. So he was just, I've got a very generic picture of him, but that could fit 50% of the population. So I wouldn't be able to go up to him in a row of people and say, you're the one that took that from my wagon. So yes, as my shirt says, suck it up, buttercup. It happens, and I know it happens. People are evil, and I need to let it go and just hope on karma that he got home and the lens was broken, or he drops it, or it falls out of his car, because that definitely, that hurt. That did hurt. So I do not like to start my videos with negative. That's not who I am, but that was a story that happened this weekend, and I wanted to share it with you guys because you're amazing. So let's dive in to what sold this weekend. We've got 2 items over on Mercari. So I use Vendoo for cross-listing. If you want to try them out, in the description, I have a coupon code for 25% off of your first month. It is a like a sponsor code, so I get a very small percentage if you sign up with my link. So thank you for that. But I use them primarily because they're the easiest one. And I've tried them all, but they make it the easiest to do the cross-listing, and they automatically delist, which is getting better, by the way. If you're a Vendoo user, let me know, because it used to be you had to have your browser open for it to detect the sale to remove your item. I don't have to have the browser open anymore. So it's doing it behind the scenes. I'm hoping, like cookies and stuff that are out there. But it's detecting sales a lot better. So thumbs up to Vendoo, but because of them, I have 2 sales over on Mercari. So we'll just knock those out real quick, and then I will go over to eBay. So this guy here is a Nikon Monarch binoculars. Same sale as those epic Zeiss binoculars. If you've been following me, I had a pair of binoculars. I got it about 4 or 5 months ago, maybe 6 months now. Gosh, time is weird. At least 4 or 5 months ago, and I paid $200 or $250, and they sold for like $1,900, $1,700. It was ridiculous. My biggest sale ever. And now I know to watch for binoculars. So this was that same sale, but these ones were actually only $50. They were not as fancy, but they still sold for $150. I took an offer. It was a little less than what I had it listed on eBay, but Mercari does not charge us fees. They charge the fees to the buyer. So I'm able to go a little bit lower on Mercari because I know I'm not paying those fees. So someone got a good deal and $150 for some binoculars. All right, next up is this cable mod cable kit. Pro Series cable kit. Audio video cables, I think. But it's brand new sealed, and this was I think this was a $5. No, this was a $3 bin find, and it sold for $50 on Mercari. So definitely two good ones for Mercari, ups my profit $200. So I have a total of 13 on eBay, 2 on Mercari. Mercari was $200. eBay, just under $1,000. $998 in gross sales. Not the best weekend, but I think with Black Friday, my husband actually brought this up to me. With Black Friday, everyone wants a killer deal right now. So I have probably received, no exaggeration, at least 30 offers this weekend of below 50% of what I'm asking. It's been insane on the offer game. So I think right now is not our peak season. This little peak where it's not Black Friday anymore. It's like Black Friday week, a week long on all these retailers having crazy good sales, and it's killing the eBay sales. So I'm happy to make $1,000. That's still an amazing weekend, but I think it would have been more if Black Friday sales weren't happening. And I can't always match those Black Friday sales. What I've been doing is when I'm getting an offer, I'm going over to Amazon or eBay, mostly Amazon, and seeing what they're currently going for. So there are times that my items are really, really high and they haven't adjusted to the market price right now. So that's why I go over and do a little double check on why they're sending that crazy offer. Other times it's just random. They just want to get it for stupid cheap. But then there's times that it's 20, 30% off on Amazon. So if I want the sale bad enough, I'm just going to take the offer. So there are a few things in here that I did take offers that I normally wouldn't have if it wasn't Black Friday. So you just kind of have to adjust your business and acclimate to the current times. No, I'm not going to be making that extra $15, $20 on the sale, but I'm getting rid of items. And I need to be flipping inventory because my store is getting mighty full. Okay, we're going to sort the eBay sales from smallest to the largest. So you'll see the best sale at the end. I also always give a recap at the end of my gross sales, which you'll see is $1,200. But then I'll tell you what the net sales are, my net profits, at the end. So stay for that. Okay, we've got a 100 pack of blank media. This was a thrift find for $4, and it sold for $30. Not a huge sale. Blank media is kind of hit and miss. Sometimes it does well, sometimes it doesn't. So, quick $30, I'll take it. Okay, the next up is going to be this light therapy. This was a $5 estate sale find. So about 50% of my inventory is in the wild. Estate sales, thrift stores, garage sales. Then the other half of my inventory is the bins. And I get asked this a lot, so pardon me if I repeat it in every video, but I'm always getting asked, what are my bins? And it is the Amazon liquidation style store. They're all individually owned. They're not marketed by Amazon. They just buy their pallets as Amazon returns. So you can go to like liquidation.com. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. And you can buy pallets. So these companies, these investors buy all of these pallets, set up these storefronts, and sell their items by price each day. So $15 day is Friday, $5 day is Monday. Everything is that set price. So some of them get greedy, and that is unfortunately the common thing with these bin stores. They don't last because the owners find out how much money they're really leaving on the table and they change their business. It sucks for us resellers. But this one in particular has not got that. They haven't got greedy yet. I'm sure they still cherry pick really, really good stuff, but they're leaving some really good stuff for us as resellers or as consumers at the bins. So that is what my bins are. There are the Goodwill bins, not my jam. I like these Amazon bins. Okay, light therapy. It is a red light, palm holding light therapy. $5, sold for $22. Then this next one is a Black & Decker charger with batteries. This was a Thrift Find. What did I pay for you? Black & Decker, $3 Thrift Find. And it is 2 batteries and a charger, sold for $30 plus shipping. So we do have a lot of smalls today, but hey, the small stuff adds up. We got Skyrim. I did not put this into my spreadsheet. I know, I'm human. I am flawed. I want to say it was $15 day. So it was not a great $15 buy, but I think I've had it for a while. So I'm glad to get rid of it. Should I have bought it? No, but it's what it is. So Skyrim official guide hardcover sold for $42. So it was either 15 or less is what I paid for it. Because I don't remember what day I bought it. And my spreadsheet, so I get asked what I use to keep track of my books, and I have created a spreadsheet called the Desert Dashboard. I've made it available to my viewers, to my audience, to anyone who wants it as a reseller. It is my reselling spreadsheet. It keeps track of all my inventory, it keeps track of reporting, keeps track of miles, deductions, and I am actually working on an update for 2025. So anyone who buys it now, you will be getting that new version for the new year. And I am currently running a Black Friday sale. I mean, I had to, right? Because everybody is running a Black Friday sale. So I will be putting that down in the description. We've got it $15 off right now. And a free bonus if you buy it during the Black Friday, up until Sunday night is when I'm going to shut this down. And it is going to be a Q&A session with me. We're going to go live. I'll be able to answer all your questions. And that is going to be, I don't know when we're going to do it. Probably next week sometime. But the link will be down below for you to get that. Okay, so let's go on to Corsair Commander. This Corsair, it's a computer part. It's a fan RGB computer part. I paid $15. I don't know why. Again, I might have been desperate that day. So paid $15 and it sold for $45. Yeah, not a huge one. I should not have spent $15 on it because normally with 15-day, you got to make sure your margins are bigger because for one, returns. It happens if it doesn't work because I can't fully test this. And then it's free shipping. And then you got the fees. So minus my $15 cost of good, I maybe made $20 on this if I'm lucky. So no, those are not the buys that you want to be buying on $15 day. But it happens. Happens to the best of us. This guy here, I've sold multiple, and sadly, this is my last one. There was 4 of them in a box on $11 day. They sold each individually for $50 a piece. So this is my last one, $50. I turned $11 into $200. It might have actually been $8 day. 8 or 11. I know it wasn't 15. So $8 or $11 day, sold for $50, and it's my last one. So I wish I had more of those. This was a super fast sale. I grabbed this on Friday morning. Perfume, anytime you can find it new, always look it up. So Estee Lauder, it is new open box because it doesn't have the cellophane, but the perfume, I took a picture, it is full. So it is new. I paid $1 at this sale and it sold for $60 in a matter of minutes. Minutes this sold. So Christmas is coming, I guess. Grandma, mom need the perfume. Or anybody who likes that smell. Not me. Okay. Air tap. These are finally getting off my shelf. I've had these for, gosh, a long time. Since my bin's opened. Since this one opened. I paid $5 a piece. And, oh, there's 2 of them. Just kidding. I need to grab another one. So I paid $5 a piece. They are finally selling $33 each is what I got. And there's 2 of them going to this buyer. So normally what I was doing is taking off this little sticker and packaging it in this. I was putting extra bubbles inside and then stick the label on here and shipping it in this. But since he bought 2 of them, they will need to go into a bigger box. But all right, $66 for 2 of those. Okay, then we've got some boots. These were from my boot dealer forever ago. I think I paid 15. Could have been more. 30. I don't remember. Pricing got all over the place with him, and then again with the greed, he started charging too much for his inventory, realizing that he could have been charging more, and therefore I stopped shopping with him. So these guys, I'm hoping I didn't pay more than 30, but I'm just happy to get rid of it and at least get profit now. Sold for $67 for these boots, and they are I'm not going to butcher that name. Chisholm. Chisholm. All right, I'm going to butcher it. But all right, boots. We've got a smartphone camera holder. All right, it's called a Shift Cam. What did I pay for this? This was $15 a day, and it is some kind of smartphone camera holder. I guess to hold your smartphone like a camera. All right. Sold for $100. I took an offer on it. I'm sure because Amazon has it on Black Friday right now, so happy to get rid of it for $100. We got knives. These were heavy. 2 weeks ago, Friday. Ran in and the first table was just full of knives. So I went after this brand because I've sold it before. And then I went after all the Wusthof and Henkel's knives. Those are the next top brand of knives. So I knew they were going to sell. It sold pretty quick. I paid 15, sold for 100. And I believe it's plus shipping because there's a big difference between how much he paid and what it sold for. So new open box. Okay. Then I'm going to say my best sale, just because of the pure profit margins, goes to this little guy. He is a Streamlight. I believe it's for a gun. Do you put it on a gun? I think so. But it works. So we changed the battery out, and it is buku bright. Wow. Yeah, don't look at that. And then I look at it. Okay, so this guy, $3. $3 at my bins. It was in one of the junk pallets that they throw out. There's always treasure in there, and sure enough, this was in there. That's also the bins that I found that iPhone before. I find this was yesterday. What was yesterday? 5? What's today? So no, yesterday was $8 day. And found this Samsung 2 terabyte hard drive in that junk bin. So yeah, there's still some treasures in there because eBay or Amazon is just throwing small things in there thinking it's junk, but there's treasure in there. So this little flashlight, yeah, it's a tactical weapon LED light, sold for $115. I paid $3 for this, and all we had to do was change a battery. So love it. Love it. Love it. So the best monetary sale, not the best profit, but the best monetary, well, it might be tied. So this is a T-Mobile router. It is a 5G gateway modem router for T-Mobile. It is still sealed, factory sealed. So this guy here was $30 at my local thrift, and it sold for $150. So 3 into 115, 30 into 148. I think those are almost a tie. I think this one wins by a couple bucks, but this one will also take more fees because it was a higher profit. Okay, so those are all my sales. We've got 13 items we went over on eBay, 2 over on Mercari, gross profit of $1,200, and hopefully you learned something. If you did and you like other reseller content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up, tell YouTube that you liked it. Let me know in the comments what you think about that total jerkhead who stole from my wagon, because I just need to let it go. But, all right, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fabulous week. Have a happy, happy Thanksgiving if I don't get another video recorded before then. And I will see you on the next one. Take care.